Welcome to Direct Mobiles TV, and in this episode we're going to go over what we think have been some of the best smartphones of the year. This is our top 5 smartphones of 2019. Now, this really hasn't been an easy video to make because there has been so many very impressive devices, from foldable tech to unfeasibly large zoom ranges. But for us, value for money is also very important. Don't forget, it was only a couple of months into the year before we saw the first device breach the £2,000 mark. But our number 5 comes in way lower than that, and that is the Google Pixel 3a and 3a XL with its flagship level camera. For these two handsets, Google basically took their fantastic flagship Google Pixel 3 and asked themselves, how can we bring the same phone to the masses but with a drastically reduced price tag? The result is the Pixel 3a series. What they have achieved here is a phone that is very similar to the far more expensive Google Pixel 3 and comes in at under £400. Visually, it's lost a notch, gained a headphone jack, while still keeping an OLED display, stereo speakers, and the same fantastic single lens camera system that the flagship Pixel 3 has. While it may feel like the odd one out these days, by just having a single lens, it still performs at a flagship level, even now over a year after the launch of the original Pixel 3. And with 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of storage, and unlimited cloud storage for your photos, we think that this package that Google has created definitely deserves a place on our list. Another fantastically equipped and well-priced smartphone that deserves to make this list is the OnePlus 7. At £499, it's not exactly a cheap phone, but what you get for your money is comparable with what some other manufacturers will offer you, but with a 4-figure price tag. All the latest tech is here. We have an in-display fingerprint scanner, a 48 megapixel camera system that's backed up with a 5 megapixel depth sensor. This is a Snapdragon 855 powered handset that's paired with a massive 8 gigabytes of RAM, so power really isn't an issue with this phone. Of course, if you need even more power, then OnePlus offer the OnePlus 7 Pro, as well as the T versions of both of these handsets as well. And while they are incredibly well equipped and high powered handsets, we still think the original OnePlus 7 is the sweet spot between price and performance. The next manufacturer that deserves an honourable mention on our list is Samsung. Their S series of flagship line smartphones always impresses. The S10 Plus 5G, the S10 Plus and the S10 are all incredible smartphones, but we think that the sometimes overlooked S10 E is the one that should be in our top 5. It offers much the same performance as its more expensive siblings, but in a smaller package, which may appeal to some people. Flagship phones these days just seem to be getting bigger and bigger, which doesn't suit everyone. It is missing some of the bells and whistles that the other phones have. For instance, it has a dual camera system on the back, but it still has the Infinity O display, which has been one of the best displays of the year in our opinion, and the Exynos 9820 chipset guarantees us smooth performance. It's definitely a flagship level experience that should not be underestimated, and we strongly feel that it should be in the top 5. In our number 2 spot, we have the Huawei P30 Pro. And although it's not what most people would call affordable, we feel that this has to make the list just for its groundbreaking camera technology. As well as being one of the first phones to introduce the periscope style zoom, a system that creates some distance between the lens and the sensor to give you a 5x optical zoom by reflecting the light across the device where the sensor is placed at a 90-degree angle in relation to the motherboard. A 5x zoom can easily be replicated in digital form, however, doing it optically just means better pictures. But they didn't just stop there with this camera, they also equipped it with the 40 megapixel super spectrum sensor. This unique sensor within the smartphone world uses an RYYB pixel filter layout rather than RGB, which gives this sensor 40% more light gathering than its predecessor, as well as giving incredible detail by combining 4 pixels down into 1 and giving you a 10 megapixel shot. It also has the best low light capabilities of any smartphone. And then on top of that, this amazing camera is also backed up with a time of flight sensor, which accurately judges distances to give convincing portrait shots with creamy backgrounds time and time again. For photo, this phone for us is the best on the market. But for video, we feel that the P30 Pro is beaten by one of the more recent releases in 2019, and that's the iPhone 11. The iPhone 11 occupies our number 1 spot, and there's a good reason why we haven't chosen the iPhone 11 Pro here, and that is that the iPhone 11 shares much of the same hardware as the iPhone 11 Pro, yet it is far more affordable. Despite being criticized for the way it looks, the new iPhone 11 is an undeniably strong package. The software and the hardware are just so well optimized that we now have a battery that easily will last you all day, as well as the most sophisticated yet fastest Face ID system that we've seen anywhere on any smartphone. And when it comes to photography and video, this phone is truly stunning. Although one camera lens down on the iPhone 11 Pro and the iPhone 11 Pro Max, which both carry 3 lenses on the back, the third being a 2x telephoto lens. The regular iPhone 11 still has the ultra wide-angle lens and the normal lens, but most importantly has the exact same photo and video performance of the more expensive versions. But another important reason that we like the iPhone 11 is the size. It falls somewhere between the iPhone 11 Pro and the 11 Pro Max, and some of us here at Direct Mobiles feel that the Pro Max is a little bit too big, whilst the Pro is just a little bit too small. We think that the iPhone 11 is the more popular size of the three, and with a price tag that doesn't put it out of reach of most people, we feel that this is the top smartphone of 2019. But of course, this is just our opinion. We would absolutely love to know what you think. So please drop us a comment and let us know your thoughts about our top 5. And that's it from us for today. We hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, it would be great if you could hit the like button and subscribe to Direct Mobiles for more of the latest tech reviews. We have over 24 years of award-winning customer service. You can find your next phone at Direct Mobiles.